Welcome to the Wizard's Toolkit demo on images. This is a listing with images being pulled from data. And if you click on an image, it shows it in a nice materialized box using materialized CSS. And up here, the columns are sortable. Let's look at how this was built. We'll pull up Annie Awesome. Notice it says user photo, that's the label. I'll explain that in a moment. I'm going to choose a new person. And now if we go back and we open up a new list with images, we'll find there's Annie Awesome at the bottom. Alright, let's look at the code. This is, by the way, all in Wizard's Toolkit, the low-code development library. There's tutorials on the website. And this is a low-code development library for PHP, SQL, and JavaScript using materialized CSS. Feel free to go to wizardstoolkit.com and download the library. The source code for this demo and many others come in the demo folder, which is in the download for Wizard's Toolkit. So first, I want to show you what it looks like in the PHP to actually allow the upload. Remember when I said notice the user photo? Well, here's the label. Here's the grid in HTML, M6S12. This is the folder it got saved to. This is the table name, WTK users. The file path, data column. And this is the data column that holds the actual new file name. For more details on that, I'll have other tutorials. Now, the page that actually is showing the list right here, all of this is generated by this. Just that and this one line right here. So here we have the select statement, and we're pulling in the file path and the new file name, concatenating that in SQL, and we're doing an alias of WTKIMAGE in all caps. Then here we have their name and their city, and the where new file name is null is how we say only show ones that have an image associated with them, because the new file image is where we store the file name. Header sort allows for the sorting of the headers, obviously. And this is the browse box that actually generates the entire list, which I have another video about. Alright, now if you wanted to have a image show when there's no image, then you do that like this. Having the coalesce, of course, says if this is null, then show no image instead. And now I'm going to comment out, 2 dashes comments out SQL, comment that out. Now if I sort this, now you see it is using our photo not available image, which is, if you click it, it doesn't pop, but her image still does. So that's a nice little feature. And if you want to have a column header above your images, which usually you don't want to do, but if you did, you just change that to that. And now we have this image up here as their column header. And of course, if you wanted to change the column header, you could by doing a little search and replace. Let's look at the raw HTML. You see around the images, and here's the images user, which is the path, and then the file name of the image. It's using the responsive image class or style from materialized CSS, and it's using material boxed. The material box style is what gives it the pop-up feature. The max H90 is a style that we added to the Wizard's Toolkit that says maximum height of 90 so that it all fits nicely on your listing. Now if I wanted to change this image header, I could easily do so by finding it up here. We can make this my staff. And now it says my staff. But now let's do something more interesting. In Materialize CSS, they have the circle style, which is really kind of nice. And let's look to see how that works. It adds a circle element around your images. Now if your image is square, then it ends up being a perfect circle. If your image is wider than it is tall, then your circle ends up looking more like an ellipsis. And if it's a vertical image, then it ends up looking like this. If you have any questions, add them in the comments and say goodbye to Annie. You can find out more about Wizards Toolkit on the website. Have a great day. Subscribe for more on the business of programming.